Um, okay, guys, just a quick one. As Mr. Bruno Labbadia is trending right now, he's just been appointed as the new coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles. He's worked all his life in Germany. He's coached Wolfsburg, he's coached Stuttgart, he's coached Bayer Leverkusen. He also played, in Germany, those clubs in Germany, as the case may be. And I haven't read anywhere where they said that he actually coached anywhere outside the country or outside the German Bundesliga. And I'm just wondering the criteria around actually hiring him. Because again, you want a situation where we're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We have one of the best and largest teams when it comes to European players that play in Europe, and of course, the talents we're trying to harness out of Africa, out of our professional football. I'm just wondering, there has been no story around him developing, people. All of the places he has worked as a manager, he hasn't won anything specifically. There hasn't been any trophy to say, oh, to his name that he has won, even while he coached in the German Bundesliga. If you look at his recent story, it wasn't good. He was sacked in the last place that he actually coached, and because of course the team went back to came last in that particular competition. I'm wondering the criteria with hiring him as a Super Eagles of Nigeria coach. He was born in April on 8th of February 1966. German football manager and a former player who played as a striker. He won the DFB Pokal in 1989-90 with FC Kaiserslautern and the Bundesliga in 1993 and 94 with FC Bayern Munich. He was also capped twice for the German team. He last managed VfB Stuttgart. So these are those are two things that you could say that he has won. That's Fabregas 93. That's as a player, not as a coach. But right now, as a coach, if you look at his career spanning over 2 decades, you can't really pinpoint anything to say, oh, this guy is managed well, and so much so there are people whom he managed that have become global stars that were fantastic with their game, or maybe he took over a club and made the club a better club, and he has always plied his trade around Germany. So bringing him to come and coach the Nigerian Super Eagles, for me, as someone who's an onlooker who analyzes football to the best of my knowledge, I don't think he's going to do something extraordinary. For me, I love to always be wrong in my analysis. For crying out loud, we have coaches who have worked in Africa, who knows African football, who know how to manage African players, who apply that trade in Europe, who have the experience, who are waiting in the wings to take over the position of the Super Eagles team. But the NFF doesn't look like they want to even explore that. This guy doesn't have anything that has to do with African football or has ever coached any team in Africa to even consider him to be a contender in that scheme of things, to put him in the in to become a coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles. I mean, at best, he could be appointed as under 17 or under 20 of the Nigerian team, not the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I mean, we have a World Cup to qualify for, which we must qualify. We have a Nations Cup to qualify for 2025, which we must qualify. And I don't think that somebody like this, who has no experience, who have never coached an African team, who has never coached any big team outside his German enclave, would give us what we want. And like I always say, look, I've cancelled my mind out of 2026 World Cup. If some magic happens and we qualify, fantastic. But this man will not take us anywhere. I thought we were supposed to be looking out for a guy who has some experience, who can blend local team or local players with foreign players, and somebody who can also develop our Nigerian soccer, our soccer team, or develop our football. But I don't see this man coming through with that, activity. He doesn't look like it. So I am just screaming on top of my voice. I am very optimistic. I don't like being pessimistic about something, but this man doesn't look it. But again, it's all about results. I just want to warn the coach too that Nigerians are very vicious. They don't really care who you are, where you are from. The only thing that binds us together is this football. And if you're not good enough with this thing, trust me, they're going to come after you. They are very vicious. They love their football and they want you to succeed. If you don't succeed, trust me, it's more like a setup for you. I just hope that Nigerians will invite him or welcome him, give him all the necessary support so he can succeed. But as for me, I don't see this man going anywhere. And I mean, I would be surprised and be shocked if he qualifies us for the World Cup. I'll be surprised and be shocked if he qualifies us for the Nations Cup. I will be happy and excited, but I just want to tell the world that I'm limited with my thinking and my thoughts and my, and my givings, because I don't want my heart broken all over again. So it's just crazy. I don't know what you guys think though. Just let me know what you think about this latest guy, Bruno Labbadia, becoming Nigeria's 37th Super Eagles of the Nigerian Super Eagles coach. For me, frankly, I just hope things get better, not worse. Because I mean, if it gets worse than what we have right now, imagine we lose our next game for the qualifying for the World Cup. Imagine we lose our next game qualifying for the Nations Cup. Imagine we lose our next game. I mean, I'm just imagining it, because we have no chance to lose any game or even draw any game in this World Cup qualifying that's about to restart. It's just crazy though. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I am an alarmist. Maybe I'm becoming too pessimistic about the things that are happening in the country, or maybe I'm being paranoid. Let me know what you think though. I'll be expecting your comments. Good morning.